welcome all of you to Open Call, the sharing session for work in progress of this project, which is a key part of Spitalfield's Music Artist Development Programme. And that is a series of laboratory-style commissions offered to two composers, music creators, in order to specifically allow them to challenge their own practice in some way, test new ideas, test new ways of working, and provoke a dialogue between creative artists, ideas, and audiences. So this sharing session, where you're going to be present at the unveiling of two work-in-progress projects, Freya Wynn-Jones' piece MotherDaughter, and then Zana's piece Things Are Better Now, which will be downstairs. We'll go down there for the second one. This is an opportunity. These are works in progress, and this is a kind of safe space in which to share those works for these artists. And it's an opportunity for the music creators to see where they might go next, and your role in that is really helpful. So what we'll be doing with each of them is hearing a bit from Freya and Zana before their pieces, then the performance of work in progress, and then an opportunity for a feedback session, a discussion afterwards, which I will facilitate with Freya and Zana. I'd like to thank those who've made this possible, the PRS Foundation Open Fund, Help Musicians UK's National Grants Programme, and Spitalfield Music's own New Music Commission Fund, and also Tracy Ver, the producer, who's helped to produce these projects, working alongside Freya and Zana. In a moment I'm going to hand over to Freya to tell you more about MotherDaughter. I'm very conscious that this piece that Freya's been working on is very specifically a piece all around mother-daughter relationships and femalehood, and here I am, a man, introducing it and facilitating feedback, but I am covering maternity leave at the moment, and Andy Gusman has just had a daughter recently, so I feel that makes me feel slightly better about that. It's been fascinating today for me, just hearing a little bit of rehearsal. As I say, just to reiterate, these pieces are in rehearsal, they're testing these new ideas rather than a finished performance. Absolutely fascinating, two very different kinds of pieces in two different spaces, artists working in very different ways. So I'm going to hand over now to Freya, who's going to introduce her piece, and then it's we think about 19-20 minutes long, and then we'll have an opportunity for questions and some feedback afterwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, we're all going to just play in. Thank you very much. Thanks, Stephen. Yes, hello, my name's Freya. I mainly work as a director in opera participation and education programmes, but I also make music and devise a lot of new opera in those settings. And can I introduce the rest of the guys? This is Laura Duarte, this is Amelie de Francis and Kate Smith, who are going to be singing in this ensemble with me. And when I saw the call for artists for this piece, Collision, Classical Music Meets, it was really exciting for me because I've been trying to explore composing in the ensemble, so how a group of people can come together and democratically make new music and new work. And through my initial conversations with Spitalfields and the way that Spitalfields work and the aims and ethos of Spitalfields, the thing that I love is also this idea of how we bring opera to communities. That's something that I spend my life doing, and I'm always aware that I'm constantly telling people that opera is for them and can belong to them, and perhaps then when they then go into big opera houses, there are still some barriers between enjoying an opera and then seeing it in a big main stage event where maybe it's overwhelming or there are barriers in some way. So just wanting to play with the idea of folk opera, what happens when a group of people tell a story and there are sounds that you recognise from all different kinds of musical backgrounds. So a group of singers from really, really different backgrounds, and I wanted to think about what might unite every woman on the planet, and I thought we're all daughters. So that's been the starting point. I sent questionnaires out and got responses from the public. There was a hope that there would be a community thread where I'd get to speak to people in community groups to try and facilitate their ideas and thoughts as well, which didn't manage to happen this time, but the hope would be that's where we'd continue with it. And we've created a piece using those words and ideas, we've threaded ideas together. We've had a 4-day rehearsal period, a devising period, where we've used that text and threaded a lot of these ideas together into what will feel like one piece. But moving forward, the order of that will definitely change, I'm sure. And there is going to be one moment where I'd love to invite people to volunteer their own thoughts. There'll be an invitation to, there'll be a series of lists, and there'll be an invitation to call out or list any words that might describe a mother or a grandmother or a strong woman in your life. And we won't be able to do, we wanted to do little improvisations to all of them. We probably can only do 3 max, but please do all call out, because it's just a lovely moment to hear your thoughts and to pay tribute to the awesome women in your life. I think we should begin. So, thank you.
So plain, so full of assurance, tied up in an endurance test to be used over and over again, over and 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 over and over and over. What can you tell me? How will my life end? Red, 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 red.
Start again, too busy keeping other people, busy keeping other people, busy keeping other people warm. Red thread in the palm of my hand. What can you tell me? How will my life end? Red thread in the palm of my hand. What can you tell me? How will my life end?
Oh, woman child, their jewel, their pride, their grace, adorned and adored, not a hair out of place. Satin chains and silken robes. The doors are closed, the windows barred. Red ribbons tighten again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again.
Red thread in the palm of my hand. What can you tell me? How will my life end? Red thread in the palm of my hand. What can you tell me? How will my life end? The fortune teller, she smiled and she said, a long happy life I see in this thread. His marriage, his children tucked up in a bed, healthy and happy until you are. My mother had two aspirations: to own a home of her own and to go on holiday once a year. She didn't get either of those things, and I feel terrible about it.
I am ashamed to say I never asked her.
She wanted to be as respected at home as she was at work.
She dreamt of studying the arts and not dentistry.
To live in a cottage with a view of the sea.
Freedom, I guess.
To be reunited with her husband. They were apart for 23 years.
She wanted the perfect line of words for the perfect line of poetry.
Her children near. My mother dreamt vividly, as do I. Unfortunately, I don't know what of.
Words live inside. Words live inside
fond memories.
I remember me and my mum.
Seaside holiday fun.
She wore that wonderfully.
Around age 3,
Before you, it was mum and me.
trying to put tinsel on the tree.
But I was too short for the ride.
I tried.
Try.
Try being looked after.
If you can call it
By
that.
someone who would rather pick up a bottle than pick your faults for fun. Laughter only ever meant that I was the joke. Every other week a different bloke. See my arm scars of cigarettes, I didn't smoke.
Smoke clouds. From the pot to the ceiling.
Kneeling when the fireworks got too close.
She knelt with me. She knelt beside me and lifted me up sky high so I
Couldn't reach the pot.
could put the angel at the top.
Stoic.
Stoic in spite of ill health.
Fun.
Brave.
Feisty.
Fun-loving.
Deprived.
Funny.
Sauna.
Depressed.
Wine.
Soap.
Damage.
Determined.
Working class.
Aristocracy.
Anxiety.
Poor.
Hardworking.
War.
Courageous.
Strong.
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 Think of your mothers, and of their mothers before them, and of their mothers before them. What words would you list to describe them?
Fun loving.
Smart.
Funny.
Fun.
Eccentric.
Private person.
Creative.
Protective.
Waiting.
Protective.
Funny.
Fun. Chocolate.
Childish. Rocking chair.
Waiting.
Controlling.
Damaged.
Soft.
Soft. War. Impatient.
Reliable.
Sauna.
Silly.
Inspirational.
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 Da da
Caring.
difficult.
Anxious.
Cakes.
Oblivious. Resilient.
Resilient. 40s and 50s. That took guts.
A happy marriage turned sour.
She was broken.
She modelled grit and fortitude.
It is written on my body in white ink.
It is written on my body in red blood.
It is written on my body in black and blue bruises that will not fade.
They form a strange topography. My
My
body is a map. Someday
it will lead me home.
A different time, 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 words are written on your body.
Open your arms and follow me, sister.
The stolen words are already inked on our flesh.
And together,
We will fly.
The red thread snags the red thread, binds tear loose the red thread, cut the red thread, cut loose the red thread, thread the red thread, thread and knot and tie the red thread. The red thread binds the red thread, binds tear loose the red thread, cut the red thread, cut the red thread, cut the red thread, tear loose the red thread and knot and tie the red
Not a tie.
It snags and it binds and it snags and binds, tear loose and then cut loose and thread, tear loose and then cut loose and knot and tie.
I'll pick up the phone with a smile on my face. Now eye rolling at your repetition. I shall be more of a daughter.
It snags and it binds and it snags and binds, tear loose and then cut loose and thread, tear loose and then cut loose and knot and tie.
I'll eat the plantain and I'll keep the pot going. I'll be thankful for the flavours of our home. I shall be more of a daughter.
It snags and it binds and it snags and binds, tear loose and then cut loose and thread, tear loose and then cut loose and knot and tie.
I'll let you kiss me on the cheek. Hold my hand and not pull away. I shall be more of a daughter.
It snags and it binds and it snags and binds, tear loose and then cut loose and thread, tear loose and then cut loose and knot and tie.
I will rely on you more when my babe cries out. And when you salsa in the kitchen, my hips will sashay with you. tell me more.